This being Nutrition Day, I would like to have your undivided attention because I am so convinced that 99 and 9/10% of the disease in this great America of ours comes because people have so many faulty eating habits. This is my opinion, and no one will ever talk me out of it because I have spent so much time, I have done so much research on nutrition because I know that you are what you eat. Let's talk about balancing meals, how far people have gotten away from the natural, from where they should be doing. Now, the average American, he gets up in the morning, what does he do? Before he can even wake up, he brings out a cigarette, doesn't he? Takes a couple puffs on this old cigarette, you know, and his other eye flies open, or if he didn't, he'd have the hoots and jingles, right? I can see the poor stomach down here. You know what the stomach wants? The stomach at breakfast time wants some good, nourishing food. You know, your body has been without food for 10 or 12 hours, so you're breaking a fast in the morning. So this stomach down there, boy, it's awake, you know, and it says, oh, boy, now I'm going to get some good food that I can digest and help to repair this body, because that's the stomach's job, to digest food, to prepare it for the bloodstream. Am I right? But what does the poor stomach get? Smoke in its face. And that's not enough. That's not enough insult. So what do? You take another big puff of your cigarette, then you bring out the old hot mud. You don't even blow the cigarette out, the smoke out, and down goes the hot coffee with the cigarette, and the poor stomach is drowned with cigarette smoke and coffee. What kind of a job can it do? Do you think it can nourish you and help you to repair the body with that kind of food? That's not food. This is dope. Then a lot of you say, oh, boy, I have a breakfast, Jack. I like a good breakfast, something that'll stick to the ribs. So you have a donut. And if you don't think that doesn't stick to the ribs, it sticks there for a long time, boy, and it just stays there. So you have this greasy donut that's loaded with white flour and white sugar that has no more to do with good health and a good body than if you would eat dynamite. So can you imagine this in your stomach, this old greasy donut here, the cigarette and the coffee, you pour them all together and you mix them up. And that's what so many of you students are going around with. It pretty upsets your stomach, doesn't it? Look at that goo. And if you think that isn't goo. Now, you wonder why we get sick and why we don't look and feel as well as we should. You know, I'm not a crackpot. I'm not a fanatic about this nutrition thing. I'm just a scientist, and I believe in giving this body the food that it needs. Now, look, wouldn't this be more sensible? The most important meal of the day is breakfast, and the most important food is protein, high protein. So the thing we do is this. Have a large glass of fresh orange or grapefruit juice, or have an apple, an orange, or banana, fresh. Then you have some meat. Broil yourself a little hamburger patty. Have your butcher grind it, take all the fat off of it. Then put this in a pie tin, put it in your oven, and broil a couple eggs with it, or one egg. Then if you need some toast, be sure it's 100% whole wheat toast. Now look what we have, students. Either the fresh fruit or this fresh fruit juice here. Here is something that hasn't been cooked. Here's something that's loaded with minerals and vitamins. This is nature's blood cleanser, something that'll make you feel good and look good from the inside out. Pardon me. Then you have this, I think just from smelling this goo over here, it upset me. Man. Be smart then to have your meat and your eggs. Here is your high protein, students. Now, then if you want to have your coffee, you students who do smoke and you want your cigarette, then's the time to have it. You know, I'm not up here telling you to quit smoking and to quit using cigarettes. I wouldn't use them with this body of mine because this body of mine is my pal. It works for me. That's why it never gets tired and never gets sick. But if you're hooked and you're a dope fiend, you have to have the old black mud and cigarette in the morning. Have it after you've had your breakfast. Don't use cigarettes and coffee and all this goo as a crutch for good food. Now, is that being a crackpot and a fanatic because I want to give this body something that needs rather than something that it doesn't need and doesn't want? So from this day on, from this Thursday, for you and the members of your family, start using this breakfast. Fresh fruit or fresh fruit juice, a piece of meat and an egg for breakfast, a piece of whole wheat toast. And see, try this, promise me, say, Jack, I'm going to try it for 5 days. Raise your hand, say, Jack, I promise I'll try it for 5 days. All right. If you don't feel better and look better after 5 days, I will come and do your housework for you for 1 whole day. How do you like that, huh? But you have to follow it. No cheating. Okay, good.